I think I know what that was about. You bang right. More like relate people. You understand? Relate it to what's taking place. Right. I mean, right. Okay. Right. To try this again with and add in what you just pointed me to, and that's been going on for a while. Okay, that you were pointing me to that. Um. Right. Okay. But to reiterate real quick, the why the government is shut down and the harm coming to all kinds of people is incredible. The most shocking one: the troops aren't getting the disability checks now. Okay, right? This whole thing, all right, and the debt. The fact that the debt is part of this issue. There is this national debt that's getting to the point where now we're talking about defaulting on it. But why, why is the debt? Why did we have so much debt? That's also intermixed into this thing. And then it started with the fact that it appears there's some political theater going on. We're not, that we can't even move towards some healthcare. Okay, so what's all that? And we said in those other videos, like, that we like a lot of governments just in our lifetimes, the government policies are now like that attempts to stimulate the economy or build infrastructure, or in our case, because we don't have any healthcare, move towards healthcare. Even the step in that direction, okay, is deemed irrational by transnational lenders and investors who may, for example, when we proposed healthcare, may have already started selling off, you know, our currency as a signal to us that you're not moving towards healthcare system. That kind of growth depreciates the currency. Same reason we can't build bridges or do anything. Right, but the what I mentioned, the solution, right. I mean, well what we that would be, I guess what you're saying, right? Rather than focus on like what could the president be talking about when he meets people, so much more, right? I guess down, the actual thing our population should be concerned about is thinking about Abraham Lincoln's Republican Party and that greenback. Because if there was another, we think if there was a national bank and another currency, that would be, I wish someone who knew more about it would make a more concise statement about it, or was even in, or hopefully everybody's trying to talk about this. But right, that there'd be a national bank and a debt-free currency that's not that would, but like Abraham Lincoln was doing with his greenback. I think there was even a greenback party. That in and of itself, right, is the kind of step. By the many political movements are calling for a national bank and a return to a currency like the greenback, parallel to the other currency. Because my guess is when you set me to that, if I get it right, right. I mean, we say we'll be punished with the. We may have already, foreign banks may have already started selling off our currency the moment there was a healthcare bill as a signal, right? But they're selling off dollars, right? I guess if we had a national bank and a parallel debt-free currency like Abraham Lincoln's greenback, that I don't know, wish economists would talk about this because I'm not an economist, but right, I mean that wouldn't be bought up in the blocks of billions by international lenders and investors. It would be some kind of national currency, and with that in place, right, perhaps we could move to healthcare, build bridges, do things like that. I don't know if the rules have to change as far as. Maybe right. Maybe that's what you're pointing out. But see, that's just it. No one talks about this. No one's educated about it. So persons like myself in a hotel, like trying to like see if we could make a video informing people about things that we have limited awareness of here. But that's why all this is happening. National bank and a debt-free currency would be the start. And right, but there could be, I guess, rules about nationalist rules about that currency. How much, like that limits on how much, or no foreign bank could buy up any blocks of that currency. It's our national currency that let them buy up, dollars, something like that. I don't know. I say I wish there were more. I don't know. Never. Well,